Hello and welcome to the BRCA's 8th Circuit Nationals. I'm Abby Hook and today we'll be meeting 40 racers from across the country competing right here on this track. Their cars can do speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. It's a sport for RC enthusiasts who want to take it to that next level. But it's pretty wet, damp, cold and windy today, so let's see how they get on. So you're one of the front runners going into today. So how do you feel coming into today?
Probably excited because it's been 6 months without racing, so I'm looking forward to getting back to it.
And what do you think sets this type of racing apart from other sort of RC car racing?
So this 8 scale on road is like considered the Formula 1 of RC, so it's probably the biggest, fastest class on proper permanent tarmac outdoor circuits. So it's the ultimate RC class, if you like. It's the Formula 1 of RC, which is why I do it, because it's the most exciting.
And there's also electric cars racing today. Now I have to ask you the question, what's faster?
Nitro's faster. Only just, but Nitro's faster.
Nitro's faster. And would you ever switch to the electric side? Is that something you want to do, or are you pretty confident?
I think, because I've been racing since I started in 1998 with Nitro, so it's like Nitro's in my veins, so probably I wouldn't switch to electric. There's something about the engine, the noise, the smoke, everything else. It's more like a real car, so yeah, I'd probably not try electric. But it's really easy for people getting into it, specifically because you don't need a pitman, and obviously a mechanic's a massive part of it. So. And
I was going to ask you, the mechanic is a huge part of it. Do you communicate through a headset? What's the sort of relationship that you have with your mechanic? How helpful are they to you?
Yeah, so absolutely critical for Nitro, because you need to come in for fuel every 4 minutes. So the strategy of when you come in, not to get blocked in the pits, make sure you don't run out of fuel, but also tuning the engine. The mechanic's really important. So a good mechanic can win or lose you a race.
And lastly, are you going to win today?
Let's see. I'll give it my best shot. We'll see what happens.
Now the track is pretty much completely dry now, and some of these cars are reaching their top speeds, as you can hear behind me. They're the Nitro cars, those noisier ones, because they've got an engine but also gears. They change automatically. But there are 2 formulas racing today, Nitro cars and electric. Nitro racing teams, a long stint out on track means they have to refuel, and they have a mechanic to help with the car, but also tactics, communicating through a headset. Electric race alone, 5-minute stints, but just as fast. Well, according to some. So it's your first time racing the 8th scale electric. What's it like? What's it been like this weekend?
Peaceful.
Peaceful?
Yeah.
How have you liked the wet conditions as well?
I try and avoid the wet, so I've just been waiting for the track to dry out and then do my thing then.
And it's looking pretty dry now. How's it been so far?
Yeah, really good. Practice was just first roll out with the car, so just getting my head around that, and then yeah, today's going good. And
how are we looking to the final? Are you hopeful? How are we looking? How do you think you're going to do?
I hope they stay the same in first, but we'll see if the other guys get a bit quicker as the track grips up a bit more, and maybe it'll be closer. So.
And I've been having the discussion with a few people today. What's faster, Nitro or electric? What would you say?
It's different. It's a slightly different way. So the electric car punches really hard out of the corner, and I find the top end speed's quite a little bit lower with the electric.
Why is it that you like it so much? Why do you enjoy being part of this? Been walking around today. It's quite a good community spirit and atmosphere. Why do you like it so much?
I really like the kind of the adrenaline rush that it gives you driving the 8 scale with the speed of the cars, with the cornering speed. And I think that sets it apart from other scales of model car racing, really.
And if somebody was watching this now thinking that they wanted to get into this, what would you say to them?
I would say start off with perhaps the electric version, because it's plug and play. It's a little bit easier to get started with. And when you come to the meetings, you can still see the Nitro cars and get the kind of the atmosphere and see all the top guys racing. So I'd say start off with the electric, see how you got on, and over time perhaps consider then moving on to the Nitro class if it's something you wanted to go into in the future perhaps.
How long have you been racing? I understand it's Alfie that's racing today.
Yeah, I've been racing most of my life since I was his age, and then now I'm 30 odd. So yeah, and then yeah, Alfie started racing for the past 4 years since he's been 3 years old. Yeah.
And Alfie, what do you like the most about racing?
I like to win and stuff like that.
You like to win, so you're going to win today?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Gonna give it a go, yeah.
And why do you think it's important for you guys to, father and son, to both be part of a community like this? What do you like about it?
It's something to do in it. It's good for him, probably good for me. Something to do on the weekend. It's his first time out on this track today. So we'll be on Friday doing a bit of practice. Yesterday practicing. It's been raining, so he's been struggling with that side of it.
And how do you feel about racing in the rain? Is it harder? Is it more fun? What do you think?
Harder.
Harder. Yeah, but you're still going to smash it today, aren't you?
Yeah.
So today is your first day racing here, but you've had a bit of racing experience. What have you done before?
I've done 1/10 buggy electrics, so I'm alright at it. I'm pushing towards the A final if I can.
Amazing. And what made you want to come here and try a different kind of racing?
The Serpent boys, that's what they did. They just got me grossed in it.
And how are you getting on today? How's it been so far?
It's been a bit rough, but you know, we're getting used to it. It's a big difference, massive difference.
How do you feel coming into today, coming into the final?
Yeah, pretty good. It's been quite a tough day to be fair, and I think first national back after the winter break sometimes takes a little bit to get back into it. Yeah, I think driving and cars have been pretty good, but it's just been a bit of a challenging day. A few issues here and there.
This isn't your first time ever racing.
No.
How long have you been doing it for?
3 years now.
3 years.
So I stopped. I was doing it when I was about 18, 16, 17, 18. And then I stopped for about 4 years. And then I restarted during COVID.
Why did you start?
I was getting bored
During COVID? Wow.
Yeah, I was getting bored in COVID. I said, oh, let's do it again. So that kept me, you know, busy, and then I restarted, and then I joined a couple of events, and I said, okay, that's good.
What's it like being part of a community like this? It brings a real sort of community aspect to it.
Yeah, I think it's community. A lot of people are friends. You know, friends. It's also about you think about something else in the weekend. You know, it's cold. It's rubbish, but it's good. Yeah.
Good fun doing something even though it's cold,
right,
even though there's nothing.
And when you drive it, you can really think about one thing, which is really you need to focus. You know.
Just lastly, Vincent, how are you going to do today? Are you going to win?
Nah.
Not confident then.
Nah.
We'll see how you do.
I never win.
But someone that is pretty confident on track is multiple world champion, retired racer, and some might say remote-controlled royalty.
Tell me about some of those championships. Tell me about all those wins you have. How many do you have behind you?
A few. 4.5 world championships is the joke, because I won a touring car World Cup, which was the biggest touring car race they ever held, but it was only classified as a cup, not a world title, so that's the half. And then I've got 4 world titles, 14 European titles, and about 26 UK titles.
Wow, so you're the man to look up to here. Why do you think that RC racing brings such a community together? Why do you enjoy it so much?
Pretty much all of us are petrol heads. We want to go racing, and this is just a cheaper form of going racing. You know, you've got your engines, you've got your pit crew, you've got your race strategy. You can't win this on your own. You have to have a team of people behind you. So when you do win a race, it is a real sense of a team achievement, and that's priceless. You can do stuff on your own all the time, but when you share it with somebody else, that just makes it 10 times better.
Amazing. So who's your money on today for the electric and nitro? Who would you say?
Probably Tim Wood for the nitro class. The electric, not sure. I think it's pretty open, to be honest. I think Mark Boothman's got a chance. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. There's about 3 of them that could win electric today, so it should be a good fight in the final.
And very last question, it's been a popular debate today. What's faster, electric or nitro?
Length of the race. You know, if it's a sprint race, probably electric will probably go a little bit quicker over a short time. But we all enjoy the nitro and the fuel stops, don't we? You've got to have a pit crew involved.
Now we've heard from the pros, it's time to race.
Okay, race has started, race has started.
note, you just won the C
final.
Nitro final.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel good actually. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Did you think you were going to win coming into today?
Well, I didn't know what I was going to do coming into today because we had virtually no practice yesterday. But once I knew I was in that C final there, I thought, well, if I don't win it, I'll be very disappointed.
So Craig, you just won the Nitro B final. How does it feel?
Yeah, good. It was one of my targets. Like coming into this formula, I wanted to win a B final, and now that's ticked off. I can try to progress up the A final, hopefully.
It's a very different look from what we saw this morning. It was wet, damp, quite cold as well. The sun's come out. Is it today turned out how you expected?
Yeah, it's a nice day. The conditions in the morning makes it tricky. You're guessing with tyres and setup and stuff, and we got it wrong early doors. We put the wrong car out, and yeah, we regret that, but we went out there and qualified, what, 4th for the B, and yeah, won it.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Tim, you won probably the biggest race of today. How does it feel?
Really good, thank you. Put a lot of hard work in, so to get the TQ and the win is really good. It makes it all worthwhile.
And to anybody watching now, watching how well you've done, your progression, what's the secret to it? What got you where you are today?
I think a lot of it is like hard work. So you put a lot of prep in during the week before the race, like every night. So maybe 2-3 hours every night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the car prep and just learning and asking the top guys questions, just so you're constantly learning, and then you can get the car set up really good. It's basically about experience and effort and time and work, perhaps a tiny bit of talent as well.
There we go, Tim, and I think you answered our question that we were debating today: what's faster, nitro or electric? And today it looks like you were the fastest.
Happy days.
So James, you took the win today. Many people put your name down as a guess for who would win. How does it feel?
Fantastic. Yeah, first time out with the car, win straight away, so can't be happier than that.
Great stuff, well done, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Safe to say it was a successful round one of the season, but now all eyes turn to this year's championship. But whether you're racing nitro, electric, working as a mechanic or cheering on as a spectator, there's something to say about the F1 of RC driving the community with more adrenaline chasers racing to sign up.